In the last episode, I showed you Shearwater in its current state on dry dock in the midst of many projects. So I thought we should show a few pictures of how the boat was before I tore everything apart. In the fall, we did 3 races with Shearwater. In the third one, we broke this end cap on the boom where the boom connects to the mast, thus ending our racing season. This piece is currently with a rigger, and I hope to have it back in a few weeks. I wish I had more pictures, more appropriate pictures from the fall, but we just spent our time basically learning the boat and learning how to sail it and its idiosyncrasies and looking for problems. So we didn't do a lot of photography on the boat. We plan to do more of that this summer. My daughter bought an inflatable boat. She wanted to have one small enough to fit on Shearwater so we wouldn't have to tow it. We have a rubber boat, but it's much bigger, so this is the new acquisition. So here's a project I've been working on. It's based on a Raspberry Pi computer. This SD card right here has all the storage for it. That's like the hard drive of the thing, if you have a hard drive. The Raspberry Pi computer goes into this case that's made for it. Covered as a fan unit. Has a fan on it. And give you an idea of the case. So power goes into the computer and into the case. So let me turn this around for you. There's a touchscreen display on this thing. Let's give it some power. So the purpose of this device is I have a Garmin 740S chart plotter unit that I like very much. And that's going to be up in the cockpit by the wheel. But I've wanted to have something down at the navigation station that has charts and maps on it. So I like computers, so I like playing around with them. So I thought I would try the system that I saw somebody did online. So basically it's a navigation system that I don't know how to use yet, but it's a 7-inch touchscreen. It has this nice handy case that I'm going to, it's got I have a GPS unit for it, which plugs into the USB port. So I'm going to have this at the navigation station, so I'll be able to, look at where we are, plot courses, etc., without going up into the cockpit. It's a very inexpensive alternative. I don't want to give up the Garmin GPS because it has been very reliable and has a really good screen for out in the bright sunlight. This will be fine in the inside the cabin at the chart table. That's how much the bilge pump moves. That's not a lot of water. Yeah, we'll not do. New VHF radio and stereo placed in this board that goes over the switch panel. But we can't put that in yet because we have lots of rewiring to do, so this is probably going to sit there for a couple of weeks. This is the rear bunk area under the cockpit. There's the cockpit floor above us.
Over here is the fuel tank, and if you can see it with the stuffing boxes over there, and it's pretty good access. But I want to find out what's under that panel there, so I'm going to take that apart now. Looks like 5 screws to find out, so I'll pull those off now. So what we find is the access to part of the steering apparatus, where the steering apparatus and cables and lots of electrical wires and things go up into the console where the the wheel is, and the instruments. Let me just show you that. Oh, it's got a cover on it. Another moment, please. The wheel's actually downstairs in storage right now, but this is the unit, and that's where it goes through the floor. And this is the underside. So this is pretty good access. I'm pretty pleased about this. Nothing seems to be falling apart in there. We'll have to run some new wires up in there during our rewiring. So this is good. When I was in the stern lazarette, I was able to see the other side of this, and I couldn't figure out how to get to this part. So I'm glad that the map of this place is becoming more clear in my mind. So the steering cables go up that center post, that white column that was there. And these holes here, this one here, and this one there, there were those metal bars that go up and around the top of it for support. So there's wires in all 3. Here's wires for the center one. So there's wires in all 3 pieces. This giant one-piece cushion came out of that area I was just showing you, where I was lying down to look up at those screws. It's one piece. Makes it hard to handle, hard to store. What do you do with it when it's not in place? How do you even take it home? That won't fit in my car. I don't know. Maybe at some point, if we redo this cushion, we'll make 2 pieces instead of 1. So, the governor of Connecticut just issued a stay-at-home order. So that means I don't know if I'll be able to come back down here after I leave here today. So my original plan was to make videos that were between 10 and 20 minutes just to show what was going on, etc., with the boat projects, and then some boat usage in the summertime. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I'll at least maybe make some videos about planning or something, because like the electrical system here and the new batteries that stuff needs to be planned out. So maybe I can do something about that. But if I can come back down here, I'll just continue on. So now I'm going to go and take pictures of a lot of things so that we'll have something to talk about in the upcoming weeks. Look at those beautiful hatchboards, all refinished. Don't look at anything around the hatchboards. Just look at the hatchboards and appreciate them. New smoke and carbon monoxide detector installed. Check. This is the black sheeting I said was under the blue tarp. This is a picture of it in the fall when I put it on. This is to keep the water out of that leaky plate around the base of the mast. Someone mentioned that I said it was there but never showed it, so I wanted to show it. After all this beautiful weather we've been having, it's actually supposed to snow tomorrow. So I'm just cleaning some stuff off the deck. So that it doesn't get all wet, and it'll be dry when I come back and want to use it. So that's all for today, I think. I'm tired. Bye. It may snow tomorrow, but it certainly is a beautiful day here today.